situation unless you have a permit to protest.
Disorderly? I don't see any disorder going on.
You got a bullhorn, sir.
Well, we have a complaint.
Are you operating beyond 75 feet of audio range? You are. Okay, so if we want to talk about ordinances, I've been on this job long enough to know them inside and out. So we can do one of two things. You can either go over there and protest peacefully, or we can tell you that you can't protest here and take
Well, I believe this is a public easement right here. This is a sidewalk, right? That's not a road. That's not a public road right there. It's not. I don't want to be pushed around. I'm not going to be.
You're not going to be pushed
around. That's what seems like that's what's happening.
You're not being pushed around because we're not telling you you can't do it. We're telling you where you can do it, and that's not being pushed around. That's allowing you to do what you want to do, but within a proximity of the front gate. Okay? Nobody's trying to tell you to shut up. We're just telling you where you can do it.
Yesterday.
I was right here preaching for hours. Not hours, but there were a bunch of people preaching here for a long time yesterday, and there was no problem.
No, there was not. I was here all day.
He was here all day yesterday.
Okay.
Summerfest.
So like, why is it a problem now when it wasn't a problem yesterday?
Because you weren't here yesterday.
I was here yesterday. Yes, I was. I'm not lying to you.
Did you have the bullhorn?
Yes, I was using this same bullhorn here yesterday. Two other guys were using this same bullhorn here yesterday. And I don't understand why it's a problem now when it wasn't a problem in the past.
Because you're lying.
I'm not lying.
I'm at Midgate all day long. Till 5 o'clock.
Okay, till 5 o'clock? I got here after 5 o'clock.
I was here like patrolling. I would have heard you.
I got here at like 7:30.
So that's why you want to approach maybe yesterday. But today, we have a complaint. So you just have to go back there where those cement pillars are. That's all. You go back there. We have the ordinance right here.
It shall be unlawful for any person to sell or offer to sell any goods, merchandise, food, tickets, or any other article within 500 feet of the premises of the Midwestic Center, the auditorium, the arena, the public museum, the Bradley Center Performing Arts, the Eagles Auditorium, the Riverside Theater, and Summerfest. 2 hours immediately before the commencement of any scheduled event therein, ending 1 hour immediately after the conclusion of the event. Okay, that's under Public Safety 105.
I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm not trying to sell anything.
Sub 2, Sub B.
It's the same thing.
I'm not selling anything. No, I'm not soliciting. I'm preaching. I'm speaking. I'm speaking words to people. I'm speaking a message about morality. I'm not selling anything.
Yeah, but this is also our security zone. No one is allowed to do anything besides go through the gate.
It's a safety issue.
But it wasn't a safety issue yesterday. Everybody was fine with it. It's very confusing.
We're asking you nice. We don't want.
Just ask you nice to go back there and do what you want.
Could you send a supervisor over here to help explain to these gentlemen our public safety ordinance with regard to them?
You can ask for Bill Wesley too if you want to. Bill?
No, well, we need our supervisors.
I'm not going to be pushed around.
So you're not going to be. What's going to happen is if you don't live, we read the ordinance to you. You can see it, but it's probably clear. What's going to happen is if you don't cooperate, then you're going to wind up going to jail. You don't want that.
And then like I get to sue the city for thousands of dollars for unlawful arrest.
You sue the city because it's right there in the ordinance. It's not unlawful.
I just told you I'm not selling anything. He just said you need to be selling something. It's very clear. I'm not selling anything.
Okay. What's going to happen is you're gonna move voluntarily, or you're gonna be taken into custody.
You can do your speaking
Go back there.
You
can do your bullhorn.
Nobody's saying you can't do this, okay? We're just saying that we have
they just approached you yesterday for some reason.
We have an area where you can do this. You can do this all day, all night. Nobody's saying you can't do
Okay,
this.
but I need to fight for the right to not be told I can't be somewhere because I'm selling something when I'm not selling something. I'm not selling anything. That's a lie.
Private property.
You're on private property.
Private property. Isn't this a public sidewalk?
No, this is not.
It's private. It's
private property.
Who owns this property?
Summerfest.
Summerfest is a festival, right?
World Festival Inc., if you want to get technical. They own the property.
I doubt that. I doubt that they own the sidewalk because there's usually a public easement. There's usually a public easement along every roadway. Most roadways have a public easement.
It's not a sidewalk because if it were a sidewalk, they wouldn't be able to put up barriers to obstruct public walkway. Now you can protest or do whatever you want down there. It's that simple. Nobody's impeding your right to free speech.
So
We're just telling you that you can't be where you are.
So they own the bridge too?
No, they don't. But
Well,
if
the bridge is over there.
If you want to get technical,
Sir, come on. Stop.
dude,
Stop.
you're just being difficult. You're being difficult when the sergeant shows up.
I'd like to talk to the sergeant, okay?
He's already en route.
Okay,
just
I'd like
telling
to
you.
talk to him, okay?
You can talk to him, you can talk to the chief, you can talk to the mayor, you can talk to your alderman. The fact of the matter remains, you're in violation of an ordinance, okay?
Which ordinance?
I just read it to you.
Yeah, oh, wait, I just told you
You're
I'm
on
not
camera.
selling anything.
Rewind the tape. And
I'm not selling anything. I've told you that. It's so obvious.
You don't have to be selling. You're soliciting.
You're soliciting.
What is the definition of solicit?
You're trying
Jesus.
to sell people on whatever this is.
No,
you're talking about.
I'm exposing an evil. I'm protesting an
That's
evil.
great.
It's still
Here's the
soliciting.
thing.
I'm speaking a
People are not
message
going to
about
care
morality.
that, okay?
It doesn't matter.
I'm talking Summerfest. Summerfest is not going to care what you're selling. They want
I'm not
you
selling.
down there.
I'm not selling. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not selling anything. I'm exposing victims of a
You
Holocaust.
can't do it here, sir. You can do it there.
Well, you need to show me the ordinance.
We just showed it to you.
I just told you I'm not selling. You
know
told me
what?
an ordinance about
You know
selling.
what? You know
You need to
what?
give me a different ordinance.
Well, here's the deal. Even if you're not in the violation, they don't want you here.
Solicit, sir, according to Webster, to approach with a request or plea. Are you not pleading to people right now? Yes, you are.
I'm preaching
Let's
to people.
Not play semantics.
I'm asking them.
Are you a minister?
I'm a preacher.
Okay.
I'm preaching a message.
You're a solicitor. Let's get moving.
I want to talk to the sergeant.
Well, he's en route. So when he gets here, you will talk to him, and then you will find out that he's going to tell you the exact same thing we're preaching to you today. Maybe we should move back 500 yards. We're preaching to him.
Well, I mean, how do you define what's preaching, what's not preaching? You can't talk to people out here, or
The bottom
like.
line is, sir, they don't want you here. It's a private property. They don't want you here, so they can say they don't want you here. You have to go.
Do you have any
Just like if I would
identification
come
on
and
you,
stand
sir?
on your porch.
Yeah, I do.
Could I please see it?
What if I was standing on your porch doing whatever I wanted to do? Would you like that?
I just
Would you like
I
that?
just have a hard time believing it's actually private
Would
property.
you like that if I was standing on your porch?
Because the police lie a lot, you know.
You learn something new
I can't
every
just
day.
trust any police officer with what they tell me.
You learn something new every day.
You're from Illinois?
Yep.
What part
You're
of
not even a resident of the state of Wisconsin.
Nope.
$50.21 new one.